Hello everyone, this video is my personal reflection on this assignment. Regarding the feasibility of the speech, I wanted to make it more fluent and understandable. So I arranged all the content in a way that everyone understands, using spoken language whenever possible to explain the issue rather than use very written form. I combine the two parts of the content with AWARE to provide an explanation, which made it more coherent and easier to understand. At the end, I design a QR code that directly points out my purpose and simplifies the practical implementation as much as possible. Secondly, the design of this test question was based on some example that people around me have encountered. For example, question 3 is a real example that happened to me. This design makes the speech seem more profound and ensures that my questions can be integrated with them and the significance of the assignment. Regarding my personal contribution, there are three main aspects. The first is aggregate and summarize all the information. For example, I can summarize scams and cyberbullying as a leakage and theft of information. So I put forward a practical and fundamental method to solve this problem. Therefore, I list privacy and personal information protection as expansion space to solve the fundamental problem. Secondly, I conclude that strong password and multi-factor authentication combination can be understood as key link to solve this problem. So I looked relevant information that can make password more secure. Finally, I set up a test question and QR code generation and password detection tools. This part is to promote the final assessment. After the key points are summarized, the problems can be more easily substituted by AWARE for students to understand and solve this in practice. When faced with scams and cyberbullying, they can think of solving account security issues at the first moment, which are equivalent to solving a foundation of these two problems. Regarding the group process, the core thinking and external content of my first vision divided a bit from the thinking logic of our group members. So after communicating with the group members, I chose to replace and modify it on a large scale. And I pull it back from the original slightly off-topic content. This made me feel the group communication is most important thing. Understanding each other to the best of our ability can be lead to better group cooperation. For the content I was rehearsing, I marked some words that I didn't know well and read them carefully. I also uploaded my content to the folder according to the situation of group members. What is more important for me understanding the core of the task. For the task, I understand how scams and cyberbullying causes harm to school students and even adults. And I have learned to use AWARE to think about the initial solution to the problems. The deeper understanding is that the concept must be implemented in practice. So the most fundamental step is to prevent leakage from causing trouble. It cannot just stop identifying dangers, but also need to be done at the operational level. These things need to be popularized to students in the education industry in a timely manner in the future. And later, I will share my practices with the students to reduce privacy leaks and set high security password and authentication takes the initiative to prevent trouble from happening. Thank you.